Hi everyone, Lindsay Felty here. There is something that I wanted to share with every single mom who is on this page. If you could give me just a couple minutes of your time. It is the very heart and soul of No Foot Too Small, and it is what makes this organization so beautiful, so special, and so unique. And that is that everyone that is in this group has a seat at the table of No Foot Too Small. So if you ever wondered if you belonged at a virtual or an in-person moms group, the answer is yes. And I want to get even more specific. If you experienced a miscarriage, whether you knew for 12 weeks or 2 weeks or 2 days, your loss matters. We know that from the second you find out you're pregnant, you are all in with love. Your heart and your mind are planning out your kiddo's entire future. All of the dreams that you have dreamt since you were a little girl have started to come true in growing and raising a family, and it is absolutely devastating when you find out that baby is gone, no matter how long you knew that they existed. So if you've experienced miscarriage, there is a seat at No Foot Too Small's table for you. Whether you've had a miscarriage, whether you've had a full-term stillbirth, maybe your baby lived for a short time and passed away. Maybe you've experienced multiple losses. Maybe you've only experienced one. Maybe you have living children, maybe you don't. Maybe you had to make some incredibly difficult decisions to surrender your baby to love. Everyone who has experienced pregnancy and infant loss, regardless of your story, has a seat at the table. And we invite you and we welcome you and we encourage you to join one of our virtual or in-person moms groups. Another thing that has come up recently, last week at 3 of our in-person moms groups, was there was at least one or multiple people who were pregnant with a rainbow baby. And when they sat down to share, they said, I didn't know if I should come today. I didn't want to trigger anyone. I didn't know if I should take a step back. Because I'm pregnant, I didn't know if I belonged. The answer is, you belong. We know that our babies are gone forever, and we will forever grieve. No Foot Too Small wants to be here to support you in every phase of that forever grief. And part of that for many of you, and we hope for all of you, is a subsequent pregnancy and that rainbow baby. And we all know that pregnancy is extremely difficult. Mentally, physically, emotionally, you need support and encouragement getting through a subsequent pregnancy after loss, and that is what No Foot Too Small is here for. So you are still more than welcome to come if you are pregnant with a subsequent child after loss. There is still a seat at the table for you. And finally, there have been some questions about people who have come to an in-person moms group, and then maybe it's been a while, maybe it's even been years, and they wonder if they still belong. Is this group just for new lost moms who are fresh in their grief? The answer is, you still belong. Again, this is a forever grief, and No Foot Too Small is in it for the long haul. So whether you've joined once and you haven't been for a long time, whether your loss was last week or whether your loss was 30 years ago, there is a seat at the table for you. And we want you to come and allow us the opportunity to continue to celebrate your angel, to continue to share. One of the beautiful things about No Foot Too Small, and again, it's at the heart of our mission, is uniting families who have experienced pregnancy and infant loss. So if we can create an opportunity for you to be able to meet other moms who have experienced something like this and create a long-term relationship and build a community of support for that forever grief, that is our heart. I wish, like many of you, that grief was an easy checklist. I went to a support group, I went to a mom's night, I went to therapy, and you can just check the boxes and then it's all done. But we know that these moms groups aren't necessarily a one and done. So if you've come to one, you are still welcome to come to them all. So I hope that you come if you've never joined before. I hope that if you've joined before, but it's been a while, that you still know that you are still welcome. There are some moms that come to all of the quarterly in person in their community, There are some moms that join all of the virtual every month, and that is wonderful because they are building community and relationships with people who will be able to support them through this forever grief. So if you've ever wondered if you belong, if you're in this mom's page and you wonder if there's a seat at the table for you based on your type of loss, the fact that you are pregnant again or trying to get pregnant again, or that you've attended before but it's been a really long time, I hope that you know the answer is yes. You are welcome, you are encouraged, and we hope that you will attend our virtual and/or in-person moms groups. It is the heart and soul of No Foot Too Small's mission to celebrate angels, to unite families, and to build birthing and bereavement suites. In this post, I will put a link to our moms page, our moms groups, directly from our website so you can see what in-person group is closest to you in your area. We have 8 cities in the state of Iowa where we facilitate in-person moms groups, and they happen quarterly every single month. So mark your calendars. I hope to see you there soon. And if you ever have any questions, whether or not you belong, or anything having to do with No Foot Too Small, do not hesitate to reach out to myself, Christine Vanderweel, our other family support coordinator, or any of our ambassadors. We are here to help and serve you in any way we can. I hope you have a very beautiful day.